Say hi. You gonna be nice? I got some video of her bopping my leg and it hurt. There's my girls. Good morning. Say good morning. They've had their morning treat. Pearl was hobbling today. She was hobbling last night and hobbling today. She kind of splayed her back legs on our hardwood floor last night, and she wasn't good. She stayed downstairs till early in the morning. But she gets her pills and she feels feisty. That's the problem. Right? That's the problem. And off she goes to chase her sister. Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 4th. I'm Barbara. Welcome. Thank you for coming to sit with me while I drink my coffee. We don't know who won the election yet. And so we must all be patient and see what happens. I will confess, this is take 3. But enough already. I went and hung out with my father-in-law yesterday while Aura went to vote, and Vicky, got a chance to do some treadmill and take a shower and do some things on her own while I kept an eye on Garland. He was sleeping, so it was easy. I was knitting. Aura was gone a long time, and I was really worried about it, but rightly so. It turns out in their township, they went from 2 polling places down to 1 polling place because one of the polling places was at a retirement community nursing home kind of place. And most likely the reason that they didn't use that was because COVID and old people. But what it meant was, she said the traffic was backed up for at least a mile going into the center of the town where you can't see them so well because of the way my camera is turned, but the dogs are playing. Where the one voting place was, and cars were just inching and inching. She thinks she went at exactly the wrong time. But at one point she just, people were turning off into a parking lot and walking from there, and she decided she would do that too. Now, Aura will be 90 on Valentine's Day. I did say you should take your walker, and she's like, oh yeah, and luckily she did. She estimates that she had to walk a mile to the polling place from that parking place that she stopped at. She was going to go back today and clock it to see how far it actually was. But to her it felt like a mile, and she's on a walker. But she got in there, and then she was pretty disgusted because she had received a mail-in ballot. I guess that they voted in the primary using the mail-in ballots, and then they automatically sent mail-in ballots for her and Garland for yesterday's election. And Garland was able to actually state his wishes at the time, and so he voted by mail along with me and Dennis. But Aura wanted to vote in person. But when she got there, she found out because she had received a mail ballot, she had to fill out a mail ballot and then drop it there. So they gave her a mail-in ballot. So she said, I could have done it at home. I mean, I'm not sure why she felt like she needed to go in person. She said, well, I'm not doing that again. Lesson learned. But then she said the people in the polling place were trying to figure out how to get her back to her car without making her walk back the whole way, which she thought was a mile. And they couldn't figure out how to do it because, of course, every road is like a parking lot because of the backup at this one polling place. So she had to walk back to her car. And she said there were people in their cars in line, like opened the window and said, yay, you made it. So she had passed them walking in her walker to go vote. And now she was past, they were still in their car, still in line, trying to find a parking space or however it was going to work. As she walked past them. So she was tired when she got home and had decided that was it. She was going to Vote by mail next time. She wasn't going through that again. So that was pretty interesting. But she voted. We all voted. And so that was yesterday. I worked on Janine's boxy and I finished the body. I stayed up late because I was watching, you know, the analysis of what was going on, drinking liberally. Some of the people I watched, they actually had a drinking game where they've done this during the debates and things like that, and so they have these rules. Like, you know, every time somebody says red mirage, they've got a drink. Or every time somebody says blue mirage, they got a drink. Or every time, you know, this, that, the other thing. But they had 26 categories of when you were supposed to drink. I'm like, this is like the road to alcohol poisoning. I'm not doing that. But I did drink, and I drank too much. And I was up late. Well, actually, it was kind of my regular time, but with the hour difference, it still feels like it was later. But I bound off at the shoulders. The boxy binds off at the shoulders. The three needle bind off at the shoulders, and I bound the body off. So now I just have to do the neckline and the sleeves. And Janine's boxy will be done. I got bugs around me. It's so crazy. It's like the gnats have been born again, right? You have gnats? Do you have gnats? There's my girl. There's my girl. So anyway, I am wearing some seed bead earrings that I made many years ago. Before I started doing lamp working, I was making jewelry out of seed beads, and I was stringing jewelry and you know, beads I bought. I didn't know what I was doing, and I wasn't very good at it, but it didn't feel like stringing other people's beads was like so creative. So I decided to start doing things with seed beads, and so I started. So these are some of my seed bead earrings. And then I started lamp working, and that was it. Game changer. So I imagine I will be working on Janine's boxy today, because now, you know, just the sleeves, and boxy sleeves are very short. Knitting those 2 sleeves will be less than knitting a sock, so I will do that. Right now the plan is to find some place tomorrow where Vicki and I can eat outside and get her out of the house, because she's been working really hard there and needs a break, and Kim will be there to stay with her mom. So Vicki and I will go out and about. And then I have my last physical therapy, and I think on the way home from my last physical therapy, I am going to stop at the dollar store and get what I need to try one more time, try the speckled yarn. Oh, I didn't bring it out here. I got my Advent from Crafty Toads. It's here. I'm so excited. And which reminds me, I have to box up and put notes in and send the Advents to the granddaughters. I really wish I got them from Amazon. I broke down and got them from Amazon. And I should have just had them sent straight to the house. But I didn't. I thought I wanted to wrap them and put a note and the books for Sammy is in this huge display thing. Anyway, it's very heavy, so it's going to cost me a lot to mail them. And I could have gotten that for free. Oh well. And I wouldn't have to do anything. I'd be done. But that's neither here nor there. I didn't do it, and that's what will be on my list for the rest of the week, is get those out. But that's the only mailing I have to do, since I did my mailing last week. And so I can't believe the bugs. I'm wearing my mail-in sweater because I thought I needed to be super warm. Well, So I'm perfectly comfortable sitting out here. I mean, it's really nice, except for the bugs. So anyway, gonna be a weird day. Gonna sit here and try to figure out what the heck happened. The voting sure didn't go the way people expected. So I'm wondering how much reflection will happen after this election on to why things didn't go the way they expected it and what the parties could do better for the people. It would be nice if that happened. It didn't happen last time. Democrats didn't reflect on what happened. They just decided it was all the Russians' fault and none of theirs. So now I've got to be. So hopefully there'll be some reflection on both sides about why all the predictions were wrong. It would be nice. It would be nice. I'm not confident. I'll tell you the truth. It's not how we roll in America. So anyway, that's what I'll be doing today. I'll be working on Janine's Boxy and watching the news, trying to figure out, see if we can tell who's going to be our new president come January. And hang out. Dennis is going grocery shopping, and I'm not sure what else is going on around here. I don't have any plans to leave the house other than walk the dogs. And I would sit out here and knit, except for the bugs driving me crazy. Very weird. Very weird. All right, well, I will say goodbye. I hope you are all well. I hope all stays calm around here. We shall see. We have to be patient. Please stay safe and stay sane.